Hello, my name is Amaya Desire from Big Go Bell Media. I am super happy to be here with you all today. How are you feeling?
All right.
Good,
Very nice to meet
good.
you.
Good, good.
Thank you.
I actually got started late with this show, but then I somehow magically fell in love. So I really like it. I'm excited that we got a season two. Hopefully we get a little bit more. Um, I'll start with you, Mimi. In this season, there's a lot happening. We have like one full storyline that I really love, of course. Um, what would you say in this like in what way has your character really evolved for season two than they did in season one?
Well, I think it's interesting because Chandler's evolution is very much connected with Bosch and his evolution. In season one, you see Chandler really still struggling and dealing with the aftermath of having been shot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and in season two, I think you get the sense that she's sort of back in her groove and a little more strong and stable. But it's also very cool in that she's dealing with a case that's very tricky and very complicated. You
Mm-hmm.
have the death of a city official, and then you have a client who, on paper, does not come off well at all. Um, but she's able to get Bosch involved with helping her on the defense. And that's something that he never ever wanted to do.
Right.
At this point, the characters know each other so well. She knows that once Bosch realizes that an injustice is going on and that this guy is being railroaded, she knows him. She knows that he won't be able to walk away from it.
Right.
So yeah, and I think it's also interesting in that this is a case where you get to see Chandler having to interact with the DA's office and all of the politics that are going on, and you can sort of get to see and understand why she would end up really frustrated and disgusted, and
Yeah.
ultimately feeling like, all right, to heck with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to do this.
I think that it's really cool watching the dynamic between you and Bosch because it's kind of like we always know that Bosch has been a badass, right? But like now here you are, and he's kind of like rubbed off on you a little bit. And I'll ask you, Titus, like, what has it been like what do you think personality wise, Bosch versus Titus? Like, what are the differences that you see between you and your character?
I don't know. After doing this for as many years, I'm starting to kind of worry about my own sanity. Am I turning into Harry Bosch? I suppose there are definitely. I mean, neither one of us um, suffer fools. I think have strong moral compasses. I think our temperaments are not dissimilar. I'm a bit more. I'm more demonstrative emotionally than Bosch is. He's a
Hmm.
deeply, introverted and inverted guy. Um, he maintains a very, very strong wall between himself in the world, with the exception of the people that he cares about, which is obviously,
Hmm.
you know, Maddie and Chandler, and his close friends. But I suppose, look, I think it's very difficult, no matter what the character. I mean, if I was playing Abraham Lincoln, I'm sure my wife and kids were watching it, they'd be like, "Ooh," and I do frequently when I've watched the show with my children or my wife. There's been like a tell or a tick or a facial expression. I remember one time
Hmm.
somebody was messing with Harry. They put their fingers in his cage, and he was reactive, and one of my sons turned to the other one. He went, "Whoop. Yeah, I know that face, don't you?" And they were both laughing. I was like, "What? That's not." They were like, "Dad, seriously? That's
Totally.
that's the not playing face." And I went, "Oh, okay, all right."
I love how the friendship between the two of you really has developed in this season. And you can see that you guys are really starting to enjoy working together as per, like not different from season one. Is there a particular episode that you really enjoyed getting into more than the other, Titus?
You know what? I have to say, and I hope this doesn't sound cliche or the yearbook answer, but you know, every day, the experience of the work that we do together, it's so rewarding that you know because that I'm working with Mimi and with Madison and Steve Chang and Denise. And, I mean, all these, and it's been over the years. I mean, you know,
Right.
you create that bond. We don't create it. It either happens or it doesn't happen. And we're very
Hmm.
blessed that it's a familial thing and one of mutual respect. That we look out for each other and we support each other in the work. And actually, you know what? We're kind of like a bunch of kids in a sandbox, and it. I'm sure Mimi would say the same. You know, when you love what you do as much as we love what we do, and you get put into a situation in which you can flourish that way, and you're working with
Hmm.
people that you have affection and respect for, it's it's a win-win. So honestly, um, I don't have a greatest hits over the years. You know, obviously some things are more dramatic than other
Right,
scenes, but
Travis.
it's just look, truthfully, it's to sit across the table from people that you know are there, that show up and want to have fun, which is what it's about.
Yeah. What about you, Mimi? Any favorite episode that you like or
Oh gosh. I mean that's hard to say. I had a lot of fun this season. I know the episode um where I'm in the interrogation room with the FBI and
Mhm.
they've arrested me and taken me in. I loved shooting that scene. That was just a lot of fun.
Oh, the
Um,
happy hour scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
happy
you
hour
killed
is
it.
a
You
con.
killed it. You that was awesome.
And it's great because she's such a badass, but it's not melodramatic and it's not
Hmm.
unrealistic. She's playing a long game with them, and that's why like happy hour is a con. It's just great because they don't even know that they're being conned.
Hmm.
I know that it's a long con, and just the sense of it was just tremendous fun to play
Yeah.
that and have that sort of sense of power and sort of playing the beginning of the scene like, wow, is she really kind of scared here, and is this like really going to be a big problem? And then it's just like, I'll be out
Yeah.
before you eat breakfast.
Well, I mean, you both do an amazing job. Like I said, I really enjoyed watching this season. I hope that there is another season to come. So thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to be here with you today. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your time.
Well,
Well,
thank
thank you
you.
very much. Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Take care.
You too.